The Washington Post. Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris for president. I'm going to say right off the bat, I think this means they thought Kamala bombed.
Yes, this was my as soon as I saw it, I was like,
they made her do it.
Yeah, this is the biggest
We need
win
you,
for Kamala
Tay-Tay.
Harris. And they immediately started selling friendship bracelets. They're posting on social media with references to her, which the friendship bracelets things makes me think it was pre-planned, because if you already have a product photo shot, you must be pretty prepared.
Do you think that Beyonce's going to come out too?
That's irrelevant. She's not the biggest Taylor Swift.
They've got cartridges lined up for emergencies. And this debate performance, it is no question the media is going to come out and say Kamala won. As long as she doesn't pull a Joe Biden, they're going to say she won. They want her to. But also don't forget, they wanted Joe Biden to fail as well. They were worried about down ticket, so they wanted him out, and this gave them their excuse. Almost immediately after the debate, Taylor Swift shuts down the news cycle and takes over for Kamala Harris. That says to me that they looked at what happened and they said, we don't think she did well enough. Launch Taylor Swift.
I 100% agree. She also disabled comments on this post, right?
All of her posts are disabled, though.
Not always. Sometimes they're not. And so it's interesting because she has this post, like she turns her comments on and off, and she turned them off for this post, which I find fascinating. I think part of it is when you read her endorsement of Kamala Harris, she says she champions values and issues that are important to me, but does not name a specific issue. She's more specific about Tim Walz's accomplishment. She mentions women's rights to their body. She mentions...
she disabled all comments.
Yeah, she goes back and forth on it. But
But I'm saying there's no post with any available... All of her posts right now, every single one, comments are disabled.
Yeah, I'm telling you, for her account, she goes back and forth on it.
Right, so
But
don't
you rather do them one by one.
The point then would be, sometimes you can comment on all of her posts, or what?
Sometimes you can comment on her posts, sometimes you can't.
All of them or some of them?
From what I remember, like when she'll announce an album, people are commenting underneath it.
Okay, well, she disabled all comments on her entire page.
Maybe she's
which is
all comments.
It's because they would just jump to the next post and comment the same thing.
Exactly.
But you know who's most likely to do that?
As soon as she made the endorsement, they knew comments had to be disabled because it was going to be backlash.
Yeah, and you know who also is really good at spamming comments on social media when there's something they don't like? People who are intensely pro-Palestine, who think that if you're endorsing a candidate who has not backed that movement entirely, that you are actually, involved in genocide. That's happened to a couple different people on social media, but I won't grandstand on the Taylor Swift thing. I think this is fascinating. I think it's so interesting that she could name basically abortion, IVF and whatever for Tim Walz, could not give you a specific detail of what Kamala supported. To me, that means this was pre-written because it was decided before she released her policies.
That's interesting.
I think she shows a great level of disrespect to her fans. I can't say I'm a fan or not a fan of Taylor Swift. I'm not a fan, not just because I'm too old, right? I don't care about Taylor Swift, but I do think she shows a great level of disrespect to her fans because she had to cancel a series of concerts in Vienna because of threats of Islamic terrorism. Islamic terrorism is funded by Iran. Iran is bankrolled right now because of oil and gas money, because the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration, lifted every single sanction on Iran. And now you've endorsed Kamala Harris. So your very fans who lost the opportunity to see you and they pledged to kill tens of thousands of people in Vienna at that concert, where did the money come? Where did the terrorist plot came from? It came from the fact that this administration has made Iran very, very rich. And so to endorse this administration, which is targeting, vis-a-vis Hamas, your fans, don't tell me you love your fans. Go up there and sing your songs and do your thing with Travis Kelce and all that. But your fans' lives were at risk because of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And this is the way you thank them for risking their lives to go to one of your stupid concerts.
Yeah, it's really
shame on you, Taylor.
Well, look, I mean, Taylor Swift developed a worldview when she was being trained at Langley that suggests abortion, and I'm kidding, by the way. But the conspiracy theory, of course, is that she's a psyop. I don't think that's the case, but why does Taylor Swift need to endorse anybody? She's wealthy and well off, and she could just be like, I don't care.
You want to hear my theory on this? I think it's because she's hanging out with Brittany Mahomes. And Brittany Mahomes got in trouble for liking a Donald Trump post. They were at the U.S. Open last weekend together, and then this pro-LGBTQ outlet ran this article that her queer fans are deeply troubled that she hugged Brittany Mahomes, who is anti-whatever and supports Trump.
But Brittany Mahomes is also MAHA, Make America Healthy Again.
Yeah,
right.
but Taylor Swift is just sabotaging her right-leaning fans, and she has them.